But you're going to find consistency using the silver bullet because it's time-based, and it's always going to form. Every single day, it's there. The problem is you want it to form on your favorite time frame. You want it to fit your already established expectation or preconceived notions about what price should do. And you're not following the rules. So yes, you're doing shit wrong. And you're not getting the results, and that's expected, right? If I give you a recipe and say, this is the ingredients, this is the order you do it, and this is what you should expect as a result, and you substitute something, okay? You leave a key ingredient out and replace it with what you think is better suited for that. You're not going to get the same result. And don't complain that you didn't get the result that was promoted by me that you should be getting if you're doing something outside the scope of the instructions and parameters I've given. If you come to me as an educator, as a mentor, you're trusting me enough to give me your attention initially. So why don't you fucking follow the rules that I've placed in front of you? You're failing. You are failing, not me. You are. So you have to change that shit. It's always going to be you. When I mess up and when I fail, nobody's fault but mine. That's accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself. And some people just don't want to be accountable. They want to have the luxury of being able to blame somebody else because they fucked up. They didn't do something right. And in this industry, guess what, Jack? You don't get that luxury. It's always you. Because I don't run a fucking signal service. If you make money, congratulations. You did it right. Well done. I am proud of you. If you lose money, eat that shit because you did it on your own. What do you mean, eat that shit? Learn from it. It's hard medicine. It's a bitter pill. Swallow it. It's going to make you better. It will make you better. It's going to make you the trader you want to be. You think that it's always going to be the sugar highs that make you the best trader that you're ever going to be. Give me the stuff that works, ICT. Fuck all the bullshit. You're going to learn from all the cuts, the abrasions, the bruises, the losses. That's what I learned from. And you're going to learn from it too. But you have to allow that to happen. You can't tiptoe around thinking, I'm going to avoid losing trades. You're not. Because the more you try to do that, it's going to land right in your lap. But every single time I blew out an account, it was on the heels of a good run. And I wanted to feel good again because it was wearing off too fast. The same fucking hour, walking around like, oh man, shit. I made more money than I make a whole month. A whole month of work in this bullshit job. I made more money than that in this one fucking trade. Man, like if I just did that once a month, I don't need to have a job. Yeah, it's great. It's wearing off. I gotta do it again. And you think that you can just go into the market and find something like that again. Forgetting the fact that it just took you 2.5, 3 weeks for that price run to continue, to complete and go to its target. You get tore up by the chemical imbalances in your brain when you win. And you don't even know what that feels like yet because you haven't done it yet. You haven't won. You haven't found consistency. And when that achievement is reached, you have a whole new level of learning to go through. It's something, folks. It's a learning process. And when you walk yourself inside my crosshairs, I'm going to hug the trigger. And I'm going to drop you. You can't withhold this from me. When you have that, unstoppable. Unstoppable. And then when you have the model in your hand and you know exactly how you're going to perform with it, you have no idea. You have no idea the potential you have then. Every goal that you ever set, smashed. Every goal that you ever imagined within your reach, smashed. And you look around and think, man, I did not have high enough goals. This was too easy. This was too easy. But while you're going through it, it seems impossible. They're not doing it. So why are you taking other people's advice that aren't doing shit? If they're not doing better than you, they don't have any opinion on how to make you better. Cut it out. You want to be self-sufficient. You want to be able to make this money on your own. You don't want to listen to me. You don't want to listen to anybody else. You don't even want to be on social media. Fuck these people. You don't want to give a shit about what they say about you. You don't care. You don't give a shit if they see what house you live in. You don't give a shit what kind of car you drive, how much money you got in the fucking bag. You don't care about none of that because you're living your life. You're taking care of your family. If it fucking offends you, I don't give a shit. Move on down the fucking road because this is where the rubber meets the road, folks. No one's going to protect you. I can't protect you. You're going to fuck it up if you fuck it up, and you did it in your own hands. But if you do the due diligence and say, I'm cutting all the bullshit out today. I'm cutting it all out. I got no excuses now. He said it. I got no excuses. It's there. It's in the charts every single day, every single week. This is the hardest, easy money you've ever made. And the only thing that complicates it is the person you see in the mirror. How long are you going to let that person in the reflection of that mirror hold you back? You think you look like that person in the reflection of that mirror. You don't. You don't. It's backwards. And it's not shocking when you think about how we think ass backwards. We think about things backwards because we don't think we deserve it. Bullshit. You deserve it. The fact that you're still listening to me, bloviate. You know you want it. You can fucking taste it. It's ready. It's within grasp. You know it's there. You just gotta keep digging. It's gonna happen for you. I have dozens other ones that I'm begging for them to come forward. New step, new string in their step. Why? Because they don't need ICT no more. And guess what, baby? Woo! That's exactly what you do when you graduate. Fuck you, ICT. Thanks, brother. See ya. That's exactly how I want you to do. I don't want you tethered to me. I don't want you constantly tethered to me. I want you to say, thank you so much, but I ain't got time to be messing with you no more. I got things to do. Places to be. Boom. That's exactly how you leave the nest. That's it. We're done.
All right, good morning, boys and girls. What's going on, everybody? How we feeling? Audio check here. Looks like we're good. Good morning, guys. Say what's up in the chat. Like the stream before we get started. You guys know the drill. Hang on one second. Let me see what we got in here. What's up, Big Head Reef? Good morning, taking in. Nika, good morning. What's up, Francesco, Oscar, Avneet, Malif, MJ, Never Give Up, Trader, MD, Airy, Kelvin, Kvan Chan. Good morning, guys. What's up, Jorno? Easy piano lessons. What's up, man? How easy are these piano lessons? I gotta know. Choice Champions, Money Glitch, good to see you. PEJW, Soné, good morning. Oh, man. What's up, Jordan? What's up, Jose? Magusta, good morning. What's up, Shamar? PJ Ham, Michael, what's up, guys? Good morning. I'll get this down here. Alrighty, boys and girls, let's go ahead and dive into some analysis, I suppose, and see what we are cooking with today. So, no news Wednesday, day after CPI, day before PPI. We just had this Trump speaking news event get added to the calendar for today. So this will happen at 11:15 New York time. So this should be towards the end of AM session, so I'm not too worried about it. We should be probably wrapping up by then anyway. So, you know, looking at NASDAQ here on the daily, this was the previous daily candle closure. Very strong bullish close above all-time highs. So far today, and overnight, we've had price trade up above Asia and London highs. So it's hard for me to not hold more of a bearish bias going into today, expecting some sort of a retracement. I know that could be suicide, you know, trying to look for shorts at all-time highs, but, you know, it is what it is. And looking at the hourly, the 4-hour, obviously, we're going to have this 30-minute candle will close in 30 minutes, so at 10 a.m. And then we're also going to have a 4-hour gap that was left behind here on the 2 a.m. 4-hour candle. So these would be potential areas we could draw back into. and that I would be looking for, right? So even if we did not expect like a big retracement of like this entire range from yesterday, which, you know, I probably don't want to be too overzealous with the sell-off. You know, kind of the ambitious retracement would be this, back down to about the 830s or lower to rebalance the whole range. Otherwise, looking at obviously just like, you know, even just this shorter range and going off even like that 4-hour gap that we have forming here. If you were to just frame this as your dealing range, this swing low to wherever the swing high prints, and then lines up with about 50% of this range as well. So that would be to me a pretty good target that I would be content with, I would say. So we'll see what we get. I'm gonna mark this out though as a 4-hour FEG. It hasn't formed yet. It'll close, or it'll form officially unless something changes drastically in the next 30 minutes. But I'm just gonna mark it out for now so I have it. And looking at the lower time frames here, market just opened up. So let's see what we get, boys and girls. Looking at the poll in the chat, let's see. Bullish. Oh, really? I was reading some of the comments as the stream was getting opened up, and it sounded like people were short bias. So maybe the poll in the chat is I don't know what's going on, boys and girls. Everybody's bullish again. What am I? Am I crazy for being a bear? Am I crazy for wanting to see shorts? Let me know. What's up, guys? What's up, Ben? Like a short reaction from 057, 084. 57 or 84? Anything significant about those levels? Yeah, to me, there's been like no manipulation down, right? So I can't even like project out really. Maybe if I were to project out this Asia range. Then maybe you're looking at, what's this, -2, 66. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really see a whole lot of manipulation going on here, to be honest, to the downside yet. So we'll see what we get. What's up, Tappin? Jordan's in longs already. Good luck, dude. Good luck, good luck. No red folder news today. That's right. Yeah. No red folder news. Obviously, we had a big day yesterday, and we do have, you know, a good amount of news coming tomorrow as well. PPI we have, and unemployment claims as every Thursday. But so, yeah, I mean, you know, today's expectations, I would say, could be tempered a little bit. That would be why, you know, like I said, that I felt like this type of a retracement all the way back down to rebalance all of yesterday's range. I feel like that would be ambitious because of obviously no news today, and we're probably anticipating some news tomorrow still. So I would be content, you know, if we could get wherever the swing high forms back down to towards this 984 level. That would be more than enough for me. So, but right now we are moving higher at the open. Moving higher at the open right now. One little bearish order block printed here at 9:30, and now we're pushing up. So I just don't want to chase this move, to be honest with you. We had this rally yesterday, ended up kind of tapering off, and then obviously overnight going more sideways, and then expansion higher in London, expanding higher now pre-market and into market open. So this is just a rocket ship straight up, basically. What's up, Bill? Would like ES to hit 6,500. Yeah, I got ES up here. Let's see. 6,500. Oh, we're close. 8.5 points away. Also, by the way, did anybody hold the longs yesterday? If anybody just decided to hold, you know, till market close or towards the end of the day, we did end up hitting the all-time high on ES as well, which we did talk about on stream. Just the being that it was CPI day, we could see, you know, price just kind of drag the indices higher as ES reaches its all-time high as well. So if you guys held yesterday, congrats. couple people messaged me saying that they were still holding runners, so I didn't verify it, but I just took their word for it. You don't think today is... Wait, what? You don't think today isn't bull until kingdom come? I mean, MKP, it's always possible. Yeah, I mean, if we're bullish until forever, I just, you know, it's not going to be a good trading environment for me, at least. But maybe if I was like a 9 EMA trader or something, I don't know. Let me throw an EMA on the chart just for shits and giggles. Moving, yeah. Maybe if I was like a 9 EMA trader, I could just never-ending buy or short, you know, quote unquote trending markets. You know, so, and it's not even that I couldn't ever look for a long. It was just I would need to see some sort of like clear manipulation below sell side before doing so. Which I don't think we've gotten yet, so. Told you to hold. Did you really? I mean, I held to the NQ all-time high. And then I got the heck out of Dodge. Places to go, people to see. We're inversing the first presented as long as it holds. I like your short idea. We are inversing the first presented as long as it holds. Wouldn't that be the opposite? Here's your first presented gap, by the way. Yeah, the question is what do we do between now and 10 a.m., right? But obviously, yeah, my target is kind of based around the 10-hour, or not 10-hour, the 10 a.m. candle closing, and then obviously forming this 4-hour. Yeah, like holds under. All right. So you're saying you want to play the inverse of the first presented gap right off the rip. I can respect it. That first presented isn't on MNQ. You are right, it is not. Kookie says, I'm a yeet shorts. You feel me? Dude, I actually, that's the thing, Kookie. I'm glad you asked. I do feel you, yes. I'm super happy you asked. But yes, I do feel that. I really do. It's hard. I mean, it's hard not to, right? Like, Buddy says he's going to eat shorts. It's like, dude, I mean, I'm going to feel some type of way about that, right? Because you kind of have to. It's just provocative. What's up, Scott? I have a request. Whenever have time, would you make video breakdown on how to start futures for buddies who are in Forex like me? Like, props should use what account type of platform? Yeah, Scott, I've been meaning to make a video like that, like a total beginners type of I don't know, informative video for people that are interested in, you know, learning about trading, learning about futures, and just kind of the basics. I've procrastinated putting it off, just because I haven't wanted to like make like a slide deck to like present it in an organized, clean fashion. But I will make one. I can't give you a timeline of when I'm gonna make one, but yes, I'm probably gonna make one at some point. It's been something that I've planned on doing, but just haven't. What's up, Hussein? It's gonna sell. BB is at top of it. BB. Are you talking about? Are you talking about BB Netanyahu? What the hell? What do you mean? Market is optimistic about rate cuts. Watch Powell won't cut in September. I know. We'll see, dude. I mean, what was it? One of his biggest excuses that he gave for not lowering interest rates was Powell claiming that tariffs were going to cause like crazy inflation, but yet inflation numbers keep coming down. Right? So, yeah, dude. We'll see. We will see. Ooh. What are we going to do with this? If we can create a change in the state here, it might not be a terrible idea. I wasn't a big fan of that close. I'm going to wait just a little bit, but may short this. I just didn't really like that close there. Not in this right now. Tyler, bro, you want to enter the water with sharks in? All right. Dude, I saw a video literally this morning on Twitter of this guy that's in Norway. His boat was like getting circled by like this giant ass shark. Dude, I love the ocean, but sharks scare the shit out of me, to be honest with you. I hate being in like big bodies of water where I can't see what's like underneath me. If I'm being honest. You saw that today too? That's funny. Dude, oh my God. Yeah, the ocean can... Fuck, dude. These candle closures are not amazing. I think I'm just going to be patient a little bit longer. I know we technically got a closure below this. But not amazing here. That dude on like a pedal boat. I don't know. It looked like a small boat though. Freaky. And then the thing just kept circling him. I'm like, dude, no. You know, you see like the videos. There's like been a bunch of, for whatever reason, in like Florida, like the last couple summers, apparently like shark attacks have been way more popular. And you see like videos of like, there was like, what was it? 2 summers ago, there was like 3 people that were eaten in like a week off of like some Egyptian beach. And somebody on like the shore got a video of this guy like getting thrown around by the shark. I'm like, oh my God. Like, is it worth, is the swim worth it? You know what I mean? I have my doubts that the swim would be worth it at that point. Oh, I was going to say, if we can get a little wick up here, I'm going to look to short this. I'm going to try this short, boys and girls. I'm going to go stop here. But it'll be a 24-point stop. So kind of the thought process here. Obviously, I'm more bearish right now anyway. We came up, rated this high one more time. Bearish order block, inversing first presented fair value gap. I want to see if we can get a sell-off towards these lows here. We are still a little early, I'll say, just because 10 a.m. is not for another 16, 17 minutes. So this 4-hour gap has not even formed yet. Oh, sorry. We'll see what happens, though. Yeah, I got ES. I'm watching ES up here. We're definitely in the weaker one here. NQ is wicking down here. ES staying a little bit stronger to the upside. We'll see. We'll see. New 15-minute candle just opened up. Very weak close on the previous 15. I do like that. Let's see. Just traded below this 930 low. Gonna have to stay heavy here. Gonna move stop down to 56. Where's this 15? There's a 15-minute fair value gap right here. So this would be logical break even for me, getting back into this opening price in 15-minute gap. Bearish gap here. Here's the 15 currently. Currently wicking back up. Don't like that. Just inverted this gap. Might give it like a minute here, but yeah, ES is working high right now. I'm watching it, boys. I see it. Don't you worry. I do have eyeballs and they do work. Oh boy, do they work. You've never seen eyeballs work this good. Yeah, I mean, I do think this 15 minutes should be favorable, though, for a short-term draw to go break even. You know, you'd think, at least, right? Macro begins here in like 30 seconds. All right, macro is beginning. Probably gonna look to cut this trade if we get closure above here. Yeah, ES is still rocketing higher right now. I'll close it if we get closure above here. I'll cut this trade. Candle goes up in the last 5 seconds and hits the stop anyway. All right, stopped out on that. Dang, came down, took out this 930 low, and that was it. That was it. Oh well. 15-minute flipped back bullish for the time being. Look at these wicks on the 15-minute. Sheesh. 10 a.m. in 8 minutes. I'm probably gonna wait on that at this point. No structure to go short. Well, I mean, I feel like there was structure to go short here, and we got the short to just this recent low. That was it, though. My break even, just based on my entry, was going to be not till this 15-minute gap. What? No cigar. No follow through the downside. But we shall see. Hourly close here in 7 minutes. And yeah, the target for me is just pull back for this 4-hour gap. And actually, we will have an hourly gap being left here as well. Basically, right where that 15-minute gap that we marked out is, we'll have an hourly gap. Back above first presented fair value gap. So Kookie, we almost had it, dude. Kookie was saying shorts for inversion fair value gap on the first presented and then holds. Didn't hold, though. Did not hold Kookie. Dang. Almost had him. YM's flying. ES is flying. Everything's flying right now. NQ is the weaker one. So, I mean, in terms of being in the right asset for shorts, we definitely were. But, yeah, I was okay with being a little bit early on that just because with no news today, a lot of times you'll see the opening bell volatility kind of create that move. You know, no 10 a.m. news, no pre-market news. But as of right now, this opening range, pretty tight. Pretty tight, unlike your sister, boys and girls. Trust me, everybody knows your sister. Everybody and their brother knows your sister. That's right. Look at Bitcoin. What about it? Are we mooning? Nice. Oh, that gives me a boner. That's dope. Yeah, Ethereum is freaking drunk right now. Just ripping. Oh, get the fuck out of here, bro. Are you shitting my dick? I swear to God, bro. Oh, no. Are you guys seeing this shit? Told you it was a long, bro. You fucking idiots. I'm kidding. Relax. Now it's Tyler, stop moving your stop loss, bro. I mean, what's next? Tyler, stop being white and straight. How will you be black and gay? Is that what you guys are gonna say next? I swear, you guys got the prescription for everything. Tyler, stop breathing, bro. The pain will end the moment you stop breathing. The moment you stop breathing, the pain will end. Stop breathing. God. But yeah, I mean, Blicky, if you want me to give you, I don't know what you want me to do here, give you a gold star or a cookie. I don't have any cookies or gold stars to give. But yeah, if I would have left my stop right here, I would have been saved by about a point. 3 ticks maybe. So, but the reality is also, I probably would have closed this trade after this. It invalidated what I was wanting to see hold, which was this gap. You know, after taking out this low, changing the stay here, I just wouldn't have liked it as much anyway. So I can't even say that I would have held it, even if my stop was here. Are you a griper? What is the definition of a griper? Oy vey. Oy vey, what is a groper? Man, that sucks though, huh? Right idea, get stopped out. Frickin', what is this candle, bro? Drake entered the chat. Man, I'm already sick of August. I think I might just take the rest of the month off. Can I do that? Can I just shut it down for the rest of the month and see you guys in September? Isaac says no. Suffer. All right. Well, we got 10 a.m. in a minute. So, you know, this 4-hour fair value gap will form officially. However, this 4-hour candle, I mean, it's going to close favorably above the 4-hour high. We've already traded back now to this 15-minute inefficiency. So now it's like, am I supposed to short into this now? You can see the dilemma with that, right? Meanwhile, ES is still bullish. Look at this. Oh shit, wrong one. The 15 on ES is still a bullish candle. Here's NQ. Sorry. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Told you guys it was going to be a short. Nobody ever listens to me. But I guess if it's any consolation, you know, if I don't, if I'm not allowed to be in this move, I guess, I don't know, maybe from the 4-hour gap could look for possible longs. This is not the move I wanted. It's not the move I wanted today. I wanted this one. Here she blows. Here she fucking blows. I mean, this is relentless, bro. Like, if you were like waiting for this type of a move or something like a 5-minute, like here, it's like, how do you don't catch this, dude? You do not catch this trade. That's frustrating. Oy vey. Anyway, who's in shorts? I would say I'm happy for you, but I'm not happy for you because I got stop hunted. And I'm a little sad about it. How do any of us watch that perfect 1-minute inversion with SMT while ES is pumping and stay short? What do you mean, Lang? Take it and says, why would I be in shorts? Because you like to see the world burn. Like the rest of us. I want to see this world burn. Bears in the chat. So, man. I'm trying to think of where I could replay this if that even is a possibility. Like, I don't think, honestly, we even get back up here. Never say never, but 4-hour gap 984. That was target for me on the short. Kind of short-term target, I guess. What I'm thinking here is could maybe look to short this if we get the pullback, but I'm gonna take it on micros because I do want a partial at this level. We'll see. Might not get it. I mean, I'll put the limit on. I'm going to delete it if the 4-hour gap gets tapped, which we're very close to here. All right. I just got picked up, actually. Oy vey. But we shall see. Honestly, if this fails and we rip higher without getting to this gap, I might just call it an early day and go to the gym. But I do like this move here. It's the same, really, it's the same target as before. $150K speed matter. Risk per trade, it kind of depends. Sometimes I cut trades early too, so I don't like let full stops. If I can help it, I'll do it. But I would say right around like $500 a trade. Yeah, I'm definitely not risking like way too much or anything like that. I could probably get away with risking more than I do. But I don't know. I feel like it's been very, my win rate hasn't been like as high as I would like it to be so far in the last couple of weeks. So I'm fine with being undersized rather than oversized. Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is, you know. I mean, and it's not like I'm seeing the market wrong. It's just like sometimes when I'm getting caught in these manipulations, like the manipulations are just way larger than I'm used to. It's kind of like, well, no, I better not say that. Nah, well, it's kind of like when your wife, when she cheats on you, and then you say, honey, did you like it? You know, was he bigger than me? And she, you know, affirms you by saying, it's okay, honey, yours is perfect, the big one's hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that when these manipulations are a little bit bigger than one would like. So Yeah, you know, tough world out there. Ruthless. Absolutely ruthless. It couldn't fit. Honey, good news. It didn't even go in. It actually couldn't fit. Oh no. All right, come on. 984. 984. Come on, chat. That'll be a There we go. All right. Let me delete that. So that'll be a break even for me. One partial there. Gonna hold half of this past the 4-hour gap just because, well, the risk reward would perhaps advise me to, but I'm still so salty about that initial short getting stopped here. Oh, who held the shorts from up here and didn't get stopped? Oh my lord, bro. God, what a beauty. And then that's a full TP there if you want, right? So shoot. Gosh. Tough. Absolutely tough. Andrew says, "Hi Tyler, it's the risk team. Why aren't you adding?" Well, I genuinely just I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get, you know what I mean, how much respect we're going to find here. This is like if I'm just going on this dealing range here, like we're already back below equilibrium now in the 4-hour gap. I shaved a couple more off because we got this candle closure back above into the range here. So, frankly, just trying to stay. I at least, this winning trade has to at least at a fucking bare minimum make me back the L from up here because that was some bullshit. Bare minimum. Holy fuck. Right, Jeff? Otherwise, I'm going to say extended targets. Obviously, I got projections kind of drawn up here. But I like, let's see. You know, we still got London and Asia, obviously. So we'll mark these out as well. London low, 934. Asia low, 921. Which is actually below this New York midnight level that I have marked. So MNQ, they're a little different. 933 for London. And we're coming back up. So yeah, if I get stopped in profit on this, I should be green, I think. Otherwise, we'll see if we can hold and get a little more. Give us some more. Didn't really get like the best 15 close here. Came down into the gap, swept it. This was our close here. ES is technically still in this first 15-minute gap as well. Oops. Did you at least close some? Rayanne, where the hell have you been, dog? Yes. I closed over half the trade, actually. Closed over half. Basically just this was, I mean, this was my short target, was this 984 level. That really is a kick to the schnuts, boys, up here. That would have been freaking nice. You're long. I mean, yeah, you might get a move back up into here, as it appears you are getting. MKP Tyler, after your first funded, how long did it take you to stack up the 5150s? Well, the 5150s here on Tradeify, these are straight to fundeds, right? So these don't really count as like stacking them up. But I can tell you, I guess, like with the you know, with like my top step XFAs, I mean, I copy traded a couple at a time. I basically did it because you can have fives, right? So I did 3 at once, and then I did 2. Which mentorship have you watched from ICT? I think all of them. I would say 2023 is my favorite. And I do have, in the Discord, I do have a section with like my most recommended ICT videos in there. When do you recommend we add accounts? What do you mean? Add accounts? It really kind of depends on your situation. I would say some people should try to get a payout first and then use their payout profits to buy more accounts if they need to do it that way. Otherwise, obviously, if you have the means to do so, just get a bunch to start. But it also depends on your, you know, confidence in your trading, I guess. There's no point in trading multiple accounts if, like, you're still kind of learning, if that makes sense. Yeah, definitely reinvest. I mean, because, yeah, I mean, your first goal when you get a funded account is to make back your cost of the account. And then after that, you know, you're trying to acquire as much capital as you can, right? And, you know, the way that the prop firm game is kind of set up right now, I would say it's better to have more accounts and risk less than to have like one account and try to like swing for the fences on it. I use Replicanto, Steven. Might get stopped in profit on the rest of this. It's fine. I mean, the move that I wanted took place, and you know, the entry that I initially had, I mean, would have been I would have had 50 plus points. So this is tough. Is my hair fake? Not that I know of. Bro's hating on my weave? Why are you hating on my weave, dog? Nice, Cookie. Ain't that a good feeling, though? You're on the cusp. Now the trick is, like, don't rush it just because you feel like you're close. It's kind of like when you're close to a payout and you're just like, I just need one more winning trade and then I'm going to take a payout, and then you fucking blow your shit to smithereens. We've all done that, right? You need one more day. One more good trade. I drive a 2023 BMW 330iX M Sport. Kind of an odd question. Do I wear a wig? Yes. I actually have dreads under here. My PR guy told me that this was more presentable. So I went with that. Last four of your social? 6969. Hey, let me give you the security code on my credit cards too. 1 second. I can't find my wallet. Does your hairstyle affect the market? Yeah, I think so. I think so, yeah. I don't have the correlations down exactly, but it definitely affects the market. Your hair was blonde like Trump? Okay. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No.
All right, just traded to another new low here. Not doing anything else partial wise. We need to get down here to like -2. New York midnight, London Asia lows. 10:24. See what we get in the last 5 minutes of this 30 minutes. Nice jeans. Oh yeah. Yeah, boys and girls. Can never go wrong with some good jeans, you know? You just can't go wrong with good jeans. So far, so good there. Little bit choppy and slow. ES just finally now traded through the opening range low. So first 30 minutes of market open. I mean, it really looks like it should be a pretty clean move overall if you're looking at just kind of these sessions. You can very easily and clearly see accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Low, you know, what should be low resistance run. I already took partials. Yeah, my initial target for the short, Chris, was this 4-hour gap, which was 984. So I did take partials just because I didn't really know what we were gonna get here. As you can see, we had to sit in the rest on this retracement. Uh, 10:30 incoming in a few minutes. Six sister scenario. Yeah, I'm not much of a six sister kind of a trade. I guess yesterday we ended up, the long that we took was a six sister technically. Playing catch up. Thanks, Michael. Aw, dude, why'd you delete it? What's up, Oris? Second trade? Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, got stopped on the first short attempt up. I don't even know where my first entry was. Oh, I took it on NQ. Sorry, that's why. This is the MNQ chart. My first entry was like up here for shorts. Got stopped here. Bummer. Oh. We just hit that -2 standard deviations. $10.30 in about a minute. Come on, little fella, get your ass down there. Important support? Nah, support and resistance doesn't, it's not real. It's fake. It's a Fugazi. And you're about to see why. Come on. ICT. 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 $10.30 right now. Very strong 30-minute candle down. Hamana. Very strong. Strong like bull. Yeah, give us some more. We're not done yet. Thank you. We're not done yet. I do kind of want to partial one more off though, just for good measure. Probably should have done so when we first hit 2 standard deviations, if I'm being honest. But you know, my high school football coach once told me that it's never too late to make the right decision. You know. But otherwise, yeah. Next, I mean, I only got 3 contracts left, but London and Asia. I want to see those. I want to see those, like, well, better not say what, like, but what are we talking about here? Missed the short. Listen, I was getting flamed. You fuckers forgot that you guys thought that I forgot about all the shit talk you guys were doing up here when I got stopped out of this short. You guys think I forgot. You guys fucking thought. Andrew goes, I'm thinking COVID lows. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking 0. Always short all-time highs. I'm telling you, dude. Since we've been at all-time highs, I've actually gotten kind of an easier. I've got my win rate is higher when I short. Yeah, I guess on the initial short entry, it was just, you know, I moved my stop loss from where 3 PD arrays failed down to 2. And then the 2 failed, and then the third one held. Damn it. Shorts definitely are more fun, Drizzy. Shorts definitely are more fun usually. This would be like where I don't want to see, like, you know, market structure shift at all and give us any sort of like bullish change in the state. If so, we could have a deeper retracement. The 30-minute candle did take out the previous 30-minute low. We're in, you know, 2 standard deviations. But it looks good for now. Andrew, what did you write? No, I see the 1 hour. I'm watching the 15 and the 1 hour up here. I'm always looking at these charts. When you guys see me look up, that's what I'm looking at. Close it. Why? I'm debating if I should hold it more. No, I'm just playing. I just playing, dog. Yeah. Oh, we just freaking kissed that New Day Open. Come on. Makes a joke, instantly wicks up. I know it. Listen, at this point, I've pretty much, well, I mean, I've partialed a lot, so it's like, I just don't see us. If we retrace this whole move all the way back up to my entry, I deserve, I can't even tell you what I deserve, probably. I deserve, like, the market makers just actually fucking hate my guts if we come all the way back up before getting these lows. You know what I'm saying? If we like rebalance this whole thing before coming here, I'm actually just over it, you know? So I'm going to hold it. I've already partialed a shit ton. I bare minimum, I'm green on the day. It ain't going to be much, but no. We must. We can, we must, we will. I need you boys to believe in my Bobby. Put stop above 1 minute OB. Nah, I like my stop right where it is. I like my stop right where it sits. In long, kind of risky. I would say it's a little risky, but I'm biased, so. But this might retrace now until end of the hour, if I'm being honest. And then we got Trump speaking in like, what, 20, 35-ish minutes, 40 minutes? Why not cut your trade short? I'm just trying to make some money on the day. I mean, dude, I should be up $1,000 per account plus. You know. So I'm trying to have patience. I do think that this run is not even asking too much. Here's ES, by the way. Right here. So we're definitely in the weaker asset. NQ, you know, should get there first. Maybe SMT and then go higher. But look at the time that we're in right now, right? 10:39. Nothing really super significant. We got another push lower at the open of the 30-minute. So I just have to be patient. Are you going break even? What? That was like 4 years ago. Strong order block. Well, that was actually why I went short up yonder. Great question, Cookie. So this order block. Okay, so let me put it this way. Whether it's order blocks or fair value gaps, they have to have accomplished something. Right? That's the most key thing. Like the order blocks that you're trading from, what did they accomplish, right? So did they take liquidity? Take liquidity and hit an imbalance, etc. Maybe both, right? So it's like here's this OB here. We had first presented fair value gap. It did not print for whatever reason on the MNQ chart, so I can't mark it on this. But if you go to the E-mini chart, there was a first presented fair value gap like right here. Right? So the bias was already bearish. So we get one more drive up here, and we take out the high. I don't know if we had SMT here. I mean, we ended up forming SMT because ES just kept freaking trucking higher. But when this created this move down here, this to me, I was treating this like our market structure shift and change in the state, right? So this order block to me was valid because it aligned with bias and it accomplished something, right? It took liquidity. And you guys can see here, obviously I moved my stop from here to like right here, and that's why I got stopped. But it ended up still holding and sold off. But I mean, those are the order blocks. When I was first learning like supply and demand, like the order blocks were like really simple for me with the ICT stuff, just because I'm like, this is literally, to me, it was like supply and demand. Really nothing different, to be honest. But I called them, instead of calling them order blocks, I called them institutional candles. So basically manipulation, right? I was looking for, the way that I was taught order blocks was this, right? So in terms of smart money concepts, I was taught that big money institutions, what they do is they want to get short, but before they get short, what they'll do is they'll actually place an order for longs, right? Like right here, right? So 9:30 open. They'll place this order for longs, pump the market up, and then sell it back down. But they always have to come back and retest that opening price of where they put their order in the opposite direction, because as price is selling off, they're still in those longs, right? So they want to come back and mitigate that loss before price can continue in the favor of their shorts, because they buy here so they can short up here. Is how I was taught this. I'm just giving you guys the terminology that I was taught, like supply and demand with and smart money concepts initially. And honestly, it helped me. This way was a lot more meaningful than it was, I guess, listening to hours of ICT talk. So the way that I would, view this, right, is honestly, here's your manipulation, here's your OB. When price comes back and taps into that, that could be your entry, right, with a stop at the high. And you're expecting this to continue towards that draw. So, but that philosophy and that logic, for whatever reason, made a lot of sense to me. Like, big money is manipulating the order books. They're holding drawdown on this position as it sells off, but they got to bring it back at some point so they can get out of their longs. Right? So that's how I initially learned like order blocks and institutional candles, supply demand, whatever you want to call it. But that is what I would say. But yeah, order blocks, institutional candles have to have, I actually had a note on this somewhere. I got, what was it? The 4, I think it's in my phone here. Let me look. There's like 4 types of high probability. Let me find this note. I'm going to see where I put this. Oops. Did I delete it? Here we go. All right, so this note was from like August 2022. 4 types of high probability institutional candles. The candle that captures liquidity, candle that's inside an imbalance or where an imbalance ends. So the candle that's inside an imbalance or imbalance ends at where the institutional candle starts. Right? So that would actually align with this, right? Right here. So that's why I shorted here. This candle accomplished something. What did it accomplish? It traded up into this imbalance. A candle has an imbalance inside of it. And then the best order blocks also then generally create fair value gaps, right? So that's how you find like the order blocks that are high probability. Did they do something? 1, 2, did they create displacement after the fact, right? So not only did they generally take liquidity and or tap into an imbalance, a lot of times they also will, or they should create an imbalance following. That's how you know that there's actual, you know, big orders coming into the market through displacement, right? So, and then a candle that fills imbalance. Yeah. So those are the notes that I took back in 2022, bro. I took the notes though because well, back in my I Am Academy heydays, which some of you guys are very well aware of, you know, I joined I Am Academy because I thought I would learn how to trade, and I did learn some stuff. I'm not going to say that I never learned anything, but obviously most people were there to recruit, build teams, etc. So it ended up coming to a point where I'm like, dude, people are joining my team because they want to learn trading, and it actually felt like I had to teach them the trading shit more so than the actual academy that they were paying for. So I would do like trainings and shit for various groups of people in my team over, like I would just teach them smart money concepts, supply and demand, etc. All right, guys, I went ahead and just took one more off as we're taking out this low in New York midnight. We'll see if we can get follow through. I want to see London, Asia. That makes sense. Thank you. Do you consider the wicks on the OB to just the bodies? I like using the bodies. I mean, here's the thing. The wick, you can count the wick too. It just kind of depends. I kind of use a judgment call. Oops. I might have missed it. There we go. Okay. I took one more off. There's London low. And I'll just trail, I guess. I just want to see Asia too. That'd be nice. But yeah, no. So basically, if it's like if it's an egregious wick, I don't like to use it. You know, if it's like a small wick, then that's fine. Especially if that's like lining up with, you know, 50% of an imbalance or something like that. You guys have seen me get left behind by, you know, only using the bodies, but a lot of times the reason for that will be like the wick that overlaps generally is at like 50% or something like that. So it's really kind of up to you. There's not like a right or wrong, but yeah, if it's like a really big wick that's just ridiculous, I'll use the body. But I would say try to use other things too. Like, you know, if you can try to, you know, identify a range and then also mark out, you know, premium and discount. That can kind of help as well. So, but yeah, as always, boys and girls, there's no perfect right or wrong in this trading game. Unlike people that want to sell you a course will tell you, there's just, you know, a million different ways to skin this cat. And I definitely don't want to ever talk in a way that gives off like there's a perfect right way to do it in a wrong way. Because I think there's just, you know, whatever works for you works for you. Macro is about to begin here. So we ended up hitting this right before the macro. Oh, come on, you dirty bitch. You're really not going to give us Asia yet? You really going to do this to us? You're going to wick all the way back up, aren't you? Nah, dude, I don't give a fuck anymore. I ain't getting trailed out here. You can suck my white ass. I've already partialed 11 of 12. I've already partialed 11 of 12. I might as well just hold. I mean, I got one left. Who gives a shit, right, chat? This is what you call stubbornly holding on to your trade. Little 15-minute gaparoo. I know, buddy. We'll go soon. Chill out, man. Dog's just staring a hole through my soul right now like I'm the fucking worst. I'm the worst. He don't know how good he got it, though. I appreciate it, Scott. I'll do my best. Just kidding. I'm about to switch up on all my day ones. Just kidding. When your wife cheats on you, hey babe, does he have a bigger than mine? Honey, yours is fine. It's just the... You never heard that, Nanya? That's a classic. No, honey. Yours is perfect. The big ones hurt. Yeah, he probably does think I'm talking to myself. Thoughts on Nick Fuentes? I like him. I like him a lot. Hopefully they don't kill him. What's up, Scott? Yeah. I got no timeline on the video, Scott, but maybe I'll throw something together over the weekend. I kind of have a busy fucking August in terms of like weekends. This weekend I'm off. I got nothing planned as of right now. Next weekend's my sister's wedding. And then like a week or two after that, I'm a groomsman in another friend's wedding. Any good gift ideas for wedding presents, boys and girls? I don't want to do like just cash just because I feel like it's not very thoughtful, but then again, cash is probably the most convenient. What do we think? Any experts? Fuentes just destroyed Candace and Tucker, and we might get Charlie Kirk debate finally. Oh, dude, if we get the Charlie Kirk debate, that'd be sweet. That's what's crazy, bro, is here's what I'll say about the whole like Nick Fuentes thing, right? So, bro, as somebody that is obviously conservative, you know, being someone that was like a huge fan of Tucker, Candace, Charlie Kirk, you know, you kind of start to, I just feel like right or left, I feel like the whole Republican Democrat thing at this point is such a fucking circus, and it's such a distraction from like anything that's actually meaningful. I think it's like it's culture war stuff, right? Like we can argue back and forth with each other about Republican or Democrat, when in reality it's like both parties are controlled by foreign interests. So it's like, what's the fucking point? Is there still some other trade-offs that are meaningful between the two? Sure, but I mean, it's pretty discouraging if I'm being honest, right? It feels like regardless of who's in power, we're all fucked anyway, and they're gonna sell us out to Israel. So that's it. And then you see like, you know, it feels like there's a little bit of an awakening with that. You know, you got like Marjorie Green, or what's her name, Marjorie Taylor Greene or whatever, recently kind of like came out guns a-blazing against AIPAC, which is great. We'll see if that gets anywhere. But, I mean, yeah, it's discouraging, to say the least, overall, right? Because it's like, what do you do, right? Like, we're obviously just... little old civilians. Like, what can we do? Complain about it? And it's like, what do you're just gonna drive yourself crazy thinking about it. You'll like literally accomplish nothing. Here's one thing that I do believe, right? Like, government stuff aside, regardless of who's in power, I still believe that we as individuals have the most impact on our own personal lives. So it's like, I try not to let like my whole life and my personality get engulfed or consumed with political shit. Because at the end of the day, there's only so much I can do. And on top of that, it's like, I have the most impact on my life, regardless of who's in power. Trump, Biden, Kamala, it literally doesn't matter. You know, so I try to keep a level head about it all, but you know, it's still frustrating. Dude, if I was Nancy Pelosi, I wouldn't be live on freaking YouTube. I'd have an island somewhere, and I'd change my name to Jeffrey. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That's a joke. Fucking chill. So, yeah, moral of the story is, boys and girls, I think, that's why you guys are all in trading to begin with. You know, it's just make money, make as much as you can, make fuck you money. Go have some kids, get off the fucking grid, and fucking live peacefully, and I don't know, let the world fucking do whatever fucking shit it's got to do, apparently. Go give me a bunch of land in the middle of freaking nowhere. Big fat house. And solid fucking internet so I can trade, and you'll never see me again. Yeah, no, Michael, you're 100% right. Like, you know, it's still a little bit of virtue signaling, and I agree with that, right? It's like these people that they kind of see a trend almost, right? And then they kind of try to capitalize on it in terms of popularity. And I agree with that. It definitely goes both ways. It isn't just Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats. I mean, it's all these people getting tons and tons and tons of money through all sorts of different corrupt ways, insider trading, you know, foreign lobbies, whatever it is, you know. So yeah, that's why I said it's a little discouraging, because it's like whoever's, you know, it just feels like either side doesn't really matter. You're still, these people are enriching themselves at our expense and just get to get away with it. Meanwhile, you know, people in our own country are like fucking scraping by. It's pretty wild shit. And we're literally getting, I mean, we're just getting fisted in taxes. I mean, we're getting taxed at levels that nobody would have ever thought possible. On top of that, we're being taxed at every turn of our money, right? We're being taxed on the money we make, we spend. I mean, what? And somehow this money somehow the country doesn't have enough money to do anything good here, but we just fucking give it to everyone else. It's wild. Did you guys see the I saw something yesterday, I want to say, that we actually just gave like a bunch of military benefits to IDF soldiers. Do you guys see that? It's just like, come on, bro. And that's where the whole like Epstein shit kind of comes into play, and you're just like, are our politicians just being blackmailed up to no, like, because it doesn't make sense. Like, what are you doing? You know, it kind of is like the only logical freaking outcome seemingly at this point. Aren't U.S. taxes feeding Israel? Yeah. What do we give them, like $3 billion a year in aid or something? It's been like that since, I think we've been giving them funding since the 50s. So, yeah. You know, and then we're supposed to be under a no new wars president, and then we're bombing Iran on behalf of Israel. And people say that it wasn't on behalf of Israel, but it fucking absolutely was, and you're retarded if you think otherwise, in my opinion. But so, you know, it's little shit like that. It's like, what are you supposed to do? Yeah, we got Trump talking here in like 10 minutes, 14 minutes. Just seeing if we can get this final run to Asia low. Let me know if you guys are still holding any part of your position at all. I only got one contract left, so this is just kind of the runner. Trump threatening states in U.S. for boycotting it. Yeah, stuff like that. And then you see, like, usually you can see where the corruption to me kind of is based on, like, what is censored, right? So the fact that, like, you can't question Israel without being labeled an anti-Semite. You see stuff like college students will be like literally expelled from school over this, and you got some people that are getting deported over it. So it's like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like, I think that's pretty telling. Yeah. Oh, and then what was it? I think it was Florida State. Florida State, this was actually recently. This was beginning of summer. Oh, can I find it? Anyway, I think basically what happened was Trump basically said he was going to start withholding federal aid to Florida State and federal funding at all to Florida State until they basically... So what happened was there was students on campus that were essentially like going around and kind of like spreading awareness of like what was happening in Israel and all these types of things. Not like doing anything. They weren't looting, burning, doing anything bad. They're just going around and advocating on their campus for spreading awareness for this, right? And what happened was that got labeled anti-Semitic. So Trump basically said, and if the school didn't step in and stop them and punish them for doing that, they were gonna cut federal funding to that university. So I'm like. So, like, basically the school was in the right. The school was like, we're just going to let the students practice their First Amendment right, which is free speech. And then the federal government steps in and says, actually, it's free speech until... They can't say that. You better fucking punish them or we're going to take away all your money. You know, stuff like that, man. How do you defend that? Well, that's the whole thing taken in, right? Yeah. There's so much shit here that like needs to get fixed. But all we can do is keep the faith, right, chat? That's all we can do. We can complain because it's fun and because it's worth complaining about. But at the end of the day, at the end of the fucking day, all we can do is have faith. I mean, quite literally, what more can we do? Burn it all. Amen. Yeah, the world needs Jesus. Yep. But you know, that's the other thing too. I mean, I'm not gonna get into the whole like Talmud freaking rant or whatever, but like, you get into some of that shit, it's like, what the fuck? Wild. I think I'm live on X right now. But yeah, basically just YouTube. I tried setting up a stream to like multi-stream to TikTok. Oh, come on. I was gonna say, as long as we didn't hit it on E-mini. I tried doing a multi-stream to TikTok, but apparently you can't do like a screen share, like a display capture, until you've live streamed like 3 times for 25 minutes or more or something. And mobile lives don't count. So like I would have to go live from my computer without a display capture like 3 different times for 25 minutes. And then I unlock that feature apparently. I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird. So yeah, live on Twitter and YouTube. Yeah, we got Trump like in 10 minutes here. Dude, we got come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't do that. 2 points. You're just gonna stop on a dime. It's like it hit this -3 standard deviation level and just hit the brakes. Come back down here. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. And then I will show you guys like the super ambitious level. We kind of outlined it at the beginning of the stream, but a potential ambitious level for shorts today. $9.21. Come on, little fella. Don't be a dick for a tick. Nah, we're past that. I'm gonna be the biggest dick for a tick you've ever seen. This thing's gonna tick my dick. Well, that'd be super ambitious, Stockister. No, I was thinking equilibrium of the range from yesterday, basically. I think that is somewhere around like the 830s. I mean, this is quite literal. This is the epitome of being a dick for a tick right now. But I kind of like it, you know? Yeah, just Shrek candle straight up to my freaking entry. Nah, we got it. We got it. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. You're joking. Yes. There we go. Finally. Finally. All right. Well, shoot. Literally the only bad thing about today was just the fact that this short got stopped up here. Oh my fuck. Who held shorts from all the way up here and didn't get stopped or whatever? Anybody? This freaking I don't want, definitely not easy shorts, but like easy enough in terms of bias, I guess. But that is a bummer, man. That's really it. Probably Nika. Yeah, probably. But yeah, final target on this was 89 points. If the long was held from up yonder, you're looking at probably roughly, yeah, over 100 points, 116 roughly, 117 points. Not bad, man. Not bad. And now Trump is about to talk, I guess, any minute now. So good timing on that. Good timing on that, man. Nika says, yep, you son of a gun, Nika. Son of a gun. Yeah, so should have been a lot more green of a day for me, obviously, but it is what it is. Ain't that right? It is what it is. But yeah, congrats to you guys if you went shorts. Let me go ahead and finally delete this poll. Turns out we're not bullish today. So take that, chat. Let's do a quick little P&L check, shall we? Can't forget the P&L check. Come on, it's tradition. It's tradition. And flat. All right, boys and girls, let me know how you did today. Green, red, or flat. Tyler is now smiling. Dude, I'm actually like bothered a little bit that I got stopped on the initial short. That's actually, if you want me to be totally honest, I know it's the wrong like filter. I'm focused on the bad, and I'm not focused on. I should be grateful that I took a win, which I am, but I just feel a little bit slighted. Green buff pre-market. Gold buy or sell? I have no idea. Yeah, Nika, did you hold to the Asia lows as well? Oh, but anyway, the ambitious level. So now, like I said, like ultra, this I don't think this would be hit today. Ultra ambitious would be, you know, previous day's low. This is 2 stacked previous day lows down here at like the 580s. Even if we go there, I don't think it happens today. But I think something like this could be not ridiculous. Ideally though, this, you know, these levels could maybe be left even for like tomorrow, Friday, but equilibrium of this range would just be like, yeah, 840s, 845 roughly. And then this also puts us into another, we got a 1 hour gap down here at 50%, 4 hour, you know, just under midpoint of this 4 hour gap as well, kind of retesting these old highs. So that could be in play potentially. Most of the chat is green. Actually, a fair amount of red, though. I guess that makes sense, though. The chat was bullish. So that makes sense that there'd be some red folks. Yeah, I took some contracts off. Wait. Are you still holding? Nice, El Grande. Nice. Are you still holding ETH? Yes. I am holding ETH. And it is drunk right now. ETH is jumping out the gym. You guys want to see something sick? My last entry on Ethereum was April 9th. Let's go to the monthly. Look at that, boys and girls. Bought the wick. My only problem now is that I didn't buy more. You know? Shucks, dude. What is I also bought some Cardano. Not nearly as good. Solana. I mean, entry's fine. Yeah, I bought some more Solana, Ethereum. What did I buy? Solana, Cardano. Yeah, Ethereum just decided to wake up, though. And it is pumping. So what does this mean for you crypto? Is there any crypto bros in the chat, first of all? We also got all-time highs here. All-time highs 4,800, 67. Generally, the way that these cycles work, if you study like crypto cycles at all, it's Bitcoin rallies, and then generally money kind of rotates into Ethereum. And then generally after you get a pump from Ethereum, that is when like the alts, money will kind of transition into the alts. So I might have to start looking to add some alts to the portfolio here. I don't really have any other than this. I have AMP here, which has just basically a buddy sold me on this project. He's a huge believer in it, but I kind of just bought it off of his recommendation, so I hold some of it. Not too much. I have like 1 million AMP tokens, which isn't a ton. But we'll see, man. That's kind of the general rule of thumb. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, dude. Oh. Still staying heavy here. I'm soon taking out 80% of my ETH buys from April 22nd. I took it, dude. Probably one of the bigger, probably one of the bigger things in my portfolio is XRP. And bro, we took out these highs. XRP is kind of notorious for like wicking highs and then having like really strong reactions back down. So like we hit 360s here in this -1 standard deviations that I had marked out from like a much higher time frame range. I think it was like the 3-month or the 6-month I projected it out from. But basically I'm looking for things to kind of line up with time a little bit as well. So like this, we were traced all the way down 25% off the current all-time high of XRP. So that's kind of tough. I didn't take any more partials. I partialed one time, like just below $3. It was actually after we wicked this high here. Took my principal out, but yeah, I kind of want to hold XRP till like over 420s to take my next partial. But we'll see where we're at like November as well in a couple of months. But I may look to sell a lot of shit in the fall. I just don't want to hold this and round trip everything back down. Again, that sucked. That sucked. 10 out of 10 wouldn't recommend. Yeah, I'll definitely not sell everything. I'll definitely just sell like a lot and then look to, you know, see prices correct and then maybe get repositioned later. But yeah, this time around having some sort of a plan for partialing and taking profit, which I did not have in the last bull run, and I ended up holding my bags all the way back down. Definitely not fun. Definitely not fun at all. So anyway, all right, boys and girls, enjoy your Wednesday, green hump day, hopefully for many of you. We will be live tomorrow on Tradeify TV, so I won't be live on this channel. PPI tomorrow, unemployment claims. If you guys want, feel free to hop in the Discord, and I will drop the link in the morning in there before hopping on Tradeify TV. But otherwise, guys, enjoy your Wednesday. I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning in the Tradeify TV chat. Enjoy your day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.